And we are good. Welcome back to the good and the bad with one of my brothers in arms, Jaime, FGC, Electric Wind, Godfist, Lightning Loops. Jamie, what's good, my bro? How you feeling today?
Good. What's good, Greedy? I'm good. I'm good, man.
Man,
Glad,
I need.
glad I finally have an opportunity to talk.
Oh yes, of course. I'm actually happy that you gave me the time of day because people have seen already. Bo's episode was pretty fun. A lot of talk on the season 2. I actually want to get your thoughts on that, but in due time. First, I want you to introduce yourself to these fine people, and I want you to start from the beginning. And I think I know you know what I mean by that.
Those were both my big games at the time. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and then Tech Attack 2 both together. I was a weird cat in the day because I played Tekken on stick, which is not out of the norm, but usually when I say also to only play Tekken on stick and then I try to play Marvel 3, I can only play on a controller. Pad.
Right.
I just was so into the Xbox 360 controller, and then I was at the time where, like, if it's not broke, don't fix it, you know?
Right. Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a quick question. Now, before you started playing competitively, now what got you into the idea of, oh snap, I'm kind of good at games or fighting games in particular? Like, bring me back a little bit further to like you getting into like fighting games in general to make you want to even think about playing competitively. And who was this, like some of the first few people that really made you get that like drive, I guess?
Okay, I mean, it's a simple story for me, because
Please go into detail.
I've always played fighting games growing up. I've always started with, like, my first ever fighting game was Super Street Fighter 2 for Champion Edition, so for the Sega. That was my first one.
Who did you play in Super Street Fighter 2? I could take a wild guess, but I want to actually just hear what you, as like back then. Who was your character?
You know, it may be hard to say, but you wouldn't believe it.
Hold your breath, Chicago. Midwest, hold your breath.
Nah, I'm lying. It's always been Ken.
Ken Masters, sure you can flaming uppercuts. All right, Ken Masters from day one. So you've always been a Ken man. That has been your man's all the way from 2 to damn near 6. I'm gonna say it. Okay, so Street Fighter 2, and then.
So, like I said, I've tried to play every like fighting game growing up as a kid. Picked up anything that I could, you know, as I grew up. You know, had my fair share of like interactions with like all the Marvel versus games from. Well, my first one was Marvel Superhero versus Street Fighter. That was the first time I've ever seen like them collab a fighting game together. But I've always bought every like fighting game that I could because I was just really into those type of games. I couldn't get into shooters growing up, or like I was just into like plain old action adventure games. It didn't really start picking up for me until like I think I was finally happy. I think it was like maybe like 14, 15. Marvel 3 gets announced. And I'm just enjoying watching the game and playing it.
Fate of Two Worlds.
But I had some like high school friends before you guys in like sophomore year. I had a friend bring up like, oh, if you like Marvel 3, like look up this video. It's called the Final Round Bionic Arm. That is the most iconic match to this day. And it's just Combo Fiend versus, I believe it's Marn for Vanilla Marvel 3. One of the funnest sets to see is like Prime Marvel 3, where I believe Combo Fiend was rocking She-Hulk at the time still, but I know obviously because of the name, there is also Spencer in the team. Marn was rocking, I think, Magneto Sentinel Zero. Combo Fiend's down to his last character, Spencer, and you just see him make the cleanest comeback ever until you finally see like he gets the cleanest command grab with. Not command grab, the grapple hook on Sentinel, pulls him in, and then you just hear, I think Ultra David's on comms, just screaming, OTG Bionic Arm.
Now Marn's going in. This is still a good matchup. Oh, he gets hit. Rocket Punch Super. Oh, nice by Marn. Nice. Keep it basic. That's not going to work.
That's too far. He's Bionic Arm.
Bionic Arm.
OTG, Bionic Arm, giving he has another chance.
He's down! Q&E! Bionic! Oh! Combo B! 3-0! Combo B takes it 3-0!
And but then that was like my first ever like looking at a YouTube video match of an actual like competition. Like that's where I realized like, oh, there's actually video game tournaments for
high
this.
level play for this game. Okay.
And that's what kind of like sparked it. I never really was able to compete though because I was still really young and I didn't really have a means of transportation, nor did I know back in the day where do you find these things? How do you hear word of mouth? You know.
Right.
It wasn't until I think maybe like 3 years later, like probably like the first year of Tag 2 coming out, I think I found out about a tournament in Galloping Ghost Arcade. It was a October like a fight.
Right. Okay.
And,
shout outs to Galloping Ghost Arcade. That's you getting into competitive play. Now, yeah. I'm gonna segue into, like you said, in high school with amongst your friends is when you started learning about this. Now, actually, we had a mutual friend. Shout outs to Daryl. Now, I think you're gonna know where I'm going with this. Now, how I was introduced to you was actually through Daryl because I was walking down the hallway in high school and talking to Daryl about, because Marvel vs. Capcom 3 was fresh and like it was like oh my god, Marvel vs. Capcom is back. It's been so many years, whatever. So a lot of people were playing this who likes fighting games, and I'm telling Daryl about it, and you hear of it to like, and I kind of like I'm not sure who you are, but like you're Daryl's friend, like it's whatever, and you're familiar with the game, so I'm like, oh, you know how to play this game? I'm like, and you're like, yeah, I play it. And I asked, do you want to play a set? I think it was that same day or the weekend. It doesn't matter. But, like, I asked you to play a set because I'm, like, I honestly, like, I'm not going to lie to you, my boy. I was really feeling myself in this game. Like, I was kind of, like, in that mindset already of, like, oh, I really want to beat people in games. Like, I kind of got it from my cousins, but it was more in Street Fighter. But, like, Marvel was just, like, a whole different beast. Like, I felt like I was, like, almost untouchable in that game, but like I was big fish, little pond. And I'm also online warrior status. Now
that was a big thing back then.
Yes, it was
warrior.
It was a big thing, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, I'm the best in the world. Not really, but like I'm feeling like I'm good. And I asked you to play, and then we play. Ladies and gentlemen, we play that. I think I'm just gonna say it was that same day after school. I was playing Sea Viper, Akuma, X23, or yes, in that order, and you were playing Dante Wesker Akuma, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was Dante Wesker Virgil.
No, this was Vanilla Marvel 3 though. This was still Vanilla Marvel 3. I think
I was playing Zero Dante Akuma.
Zero Dante Akuma. Okay. Now, game 1. Hit him with the nasty. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3. Knock him in the air. Knock him down. Ground pound. Tatsu assist. Get a relaunch. Knock him down. Level 1. I build so much meter off the relaunch. I get a DAC. Pretty much dead character, right? I'm cooking him. Game 1 goes to me. I'm like, oh yes. I'm feeling nice. That was game 1. The next 6, 7, 8 games. So I learned how Marvel 3 was actually supposed to be played, how mix-ups were actually supposed to work in this game, and quote-unquote the meta, if you will. I realized I'm playing this game wrong. This shit that I'm playing right here, Sea Viper, you're gone. Akuma, I tried to make it work for a little while, didn't really work too much. I revamped my whole team pretty much. What was I doing wrong? Was it the meta? Was it just like, did you figure me out?
Yeah, I think the moment I saw ABC combos, I'm just like, he got the gist of it. But I think like once I get the ball rolling, like he's not gonna know what to deal with.
You just needed to get the hit first.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm like, oh, let me show him how it is when you get the first one gets the hit. That means you're just not gonna play.
I just said, okay, I need to get off. I need to revamp my shit. And then I end up actually playing Dante. I end up playing like Dante Deadpool something else. Like it was complete like, okay, I need to flip what I'm doing. This is not it. I went to trial mode. I started everything over. But you showed me the light of how versus games, specifically Marvel 3, is supposed to be played. And to this day, I am very thankful because versus games are my favorite things almost to this day because, like, oh my gosh, shake and bake chicken. Take everything they got. They can't do nothing about it. I guess. Oh, okay.
How many years now from this now? We got a new Marvel game finally coming out again? Quote unquote.
Yes, Marvel Tokon. I mean, there's a lot of versus games coming out. Like, it's like a freaking bathhouse of freaking
There's too many for me. There's too many.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot.
Too much.
I'm only playing 2, and I already know what 2 I'm gonna play. So that's kind of what it is.
So what is it? 2XKO and
Nah,
Marvel?
I was gonna play 2XKO, and then I saw Invincible. I'm like, oh, done. And they said they're already apparently, quote unquote, don't quote me on it, but you know, whenever Maximilian posts some shit, it kind of just comes true. But he said they already heard about how people feel about the motion controls only, and they're quote unquote working on it or addressing it. So they're probably gonna have inputs. And I'm talking about a versus game with finishers, bro. It's like, come on,
That
like,
is cool.
a 20 hit launch into like assist into like knock their head off. Like that's gonna be crazy. It's like Mortal Kombat. Marvel, like legitly like crazy. That's like, oh, that's ridiculous to me. So I'm playing that, and then Marvel Tokon is literally gonna just be the game. I think if it plays good, if Arc System really nails another one like how they did with Grand Blue and Dragon Ball, quote unquote, you know, it's good. I think Dragon Ball is great. People will have their opinions. And Strive, I think that this game is finna be the game. Like, it's gonna grab so much attention. The competitive scene is gonna be ridiculous, and if they do the modes right, like if ranked is just done right, there's like things to do in the game. This is gonna be right up there with Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8. I need to go back to what is going on. So we played Marvel. I got smoked, bodied, scraped. Now I want to know how your competitive career was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and going into Ultimate, and then going away from it. So I want to go from beginning to end, and you can go as big and little into like versus like into regular, vanilla, Ultimate, and then in game.
Well, my first ever like tournament for Marvel 3 was just Ultimate, because I think at the time like Vanilla's time like span was very short, because they had the update for Marvel 3, the Ultimate. Like 6 months later, it brought the best character. It brought out Virgil. What sparked the journey for me? I mean, like I said, I think I've always wanted that like drive ever since I saw that video, and I just couldn't find the spots. And then even with like Galloping Ghost, that's the only one thing that I had, like one experience, like. But I never let it like deterred me. I think I had a good I think my first match that happened, I played against I think it was like a Captain America, Hawkeye, Doctor Doom team, and they sent me to losers first round.
Pretty cool.
But then I made it. I think I started to run back my games, but I think I won like overall 3-2. I think.
So, and you met some pretty cool people in the Marvel 3 community. Like, I'm not gonna go through all of them, but like, bro, those are some pretty cool fucking people. I'm just gonna say it. Those are some pretty cool people. Midwest, Midbest Marvel community. You guys.
We gotta give it a shout out to the king, Mr. Frankie G.
Frankie Genius, Frankie Swole now, bro. You see my man?
He's been putting in work in the gym.
Yo, and I mean, I really want to give Frankie his flowers like 2 seconds, cause like, I like seeing that transformation, because like seeing that from like player to like going into the TO side of things, like I think that transformation is like godlike. I think seeing that is like super duper cool. Like, even when it comes to seeing like you and Royal, from y'all going from just like players to like winning players, like y'all smoking fools now. Like, you know, y'all probably do your TO shit when you get older. You got time still, but like seeing that is like crazy good. Like, that's why I like talk so much shit about it. Like, I love to see y'all play it. I love to see y'all like do as well as y'all do, is because it's like it's there. And I'm not gonna get into it yet, because I do want to get into that when I get into your Tekken side. But I just want to give Frankie his flowers and give the Marvel 3 community like their flowers, because even now that game is still going on 2025. Like, yeah, I mean, you definitely were doing some big damage in Marvel 3. That game is just cheap as hell, bro. I'm sorry, like Phoenix.
Talking about the greatest character to hit the ground once she hits 5 bars.
Yeah, I mean, like, people say, "Oh, what about Zero? What about Morgan? What about?" Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I can't say shit about Virgil because I play Virgil.
I mean, every saving grace. All the Phoenix players will say, just kill her before 5 bars.
Phoenix?
That's all. That's your problem solved.
You know what's crazy? At Wit Gaming once, I was playing Royal and Marvel. I was smoking Royal. Oh my god! And I was just dying to Phoenix. I hated it so much. I was like, why? They were playing, like, I think it was like Dormammu, see Viper, Phoenix, like something like that. Like, I'm talking about Dormammu, wash, Viper, get that shit out of here. Phoenix, why you have 5 bars already? Dead. It was not see Viper, it was Morgan. I think I meant Morgan, Dormammu, Phoenix. I think that was the team. Excuse me, but like still. Yeah. But enough about that. Let's wrap up on Marvel 3, and I want to know your thoughts on some competitive Tekken. Not even Season 2, not even Tekken 8. I want to know your thoughts on competitive Tekken as a whole that made you say, I am not playing Marvel 3 as much as I am going to play Tekken.
I think that's just something in a game that, like, I started to, like, just feel proud and enjoy, like, actually, like, winning. Like, granted, every game has their bullshit. I felt even though I did feel the same way with Marvel 3, like, oh, I want to win, I want to be able to beat somebody, I just felt that, like, I couldn't get my feet fully running in that game. And then with Tekken, with Tekken eventually keep adding new and new, like, you know, games, so, like, from 7 to 8, I kept feeling that I was able to, like, break that barrier of, like, being stuck somewhere. And I kept showing out by, like, either practicing and, you know, showing improvement. That was, like, the biggest thing, and that drive to be competitive made me who I am for Tekken. And it's hard to still stay consistent with that game. This game is, like, very volatile now. Yeah. But it's something I still want to get better at. It just keeps pushing me to try. Granted, I've been, like, an avid hater so far with, like, what was going on with the game. But I still pushed through, somehow winning, like, 3 locals at one point. Well, first one was, like, no nerfs. Everybody just came out the woodwork. Season 2, full throttle. So that was a big one for me. And then even after that, you know, it just showed that they weren't flukes, you know?
Right.
So it's just a big game in my heart that, like, I've been happy to keep showing, you know, my skills in.
No, that's...
And then, you know, I get the occasional, like, people know, like, hear about me. I didn't really get that much in Marvel 3. Or in any other fighting game.
And I want to touch up on that too, because that is something that I've noticed. I want to say rather Evo or CEO. And you were considered a dark horse. Like, you were in, like, this top 50 list of, like, dark horses. And I was like, yo, what? That's him? You show understanding of the game. You was able to evolve with the meta when patch notes came out, when seasons changed, when characters were released. You found a way to adjust and be able to overcome these things. And we can, if you want to jump into it right now, we can get your initial thoughts on Season 2 before they fixed it. And then we can get your thoughts on the game today.
We're all expecting, when Season 2 first was, like, being brought up, I think the general complaint that, like, hey, everything is too offensive heavy. We need something to kind of help out a defender. Because it was making this game into the situation where, like, if you're blocking, you're losing. Like, people hate that, like, the idea of, like, the person that's being the most offensive is going to obviously have a better chance at winning the game. And they were, like, throwing out empty promises. Like, hey, we're going to address this. Heat will be addressed. Yada, yada, yada. Like, so all of our mind were having copium. Thinking, like, okay, they're gonna either fix something that we were really initially annoyed with was the moment you activated your heat burst, it's an initial one-hit strike, if you do realize, right? When you do it, like, you pop it, heat, and it's a one-hit thing. So one thing we were hoping that to get mitigated was that, like, because this was alright, let me pop this, let me stop anything, like, stop any interactions, and let me just get my turn back, you know? which is, you can ideally see as like a burst. Like this is a reset neutral option, and that's not fair. Because then, now that you are being offensive, you have the life lead. This person pops heat. Now they have access to their tools that lets them run the game faster, right? So we were thinking that they're gonna nerf the sidestep, like reduce its tracking. That was one thing. Not backdashing. Trying to get everything to like tone down stuff that we thought in the game was bad. When day -1 comes out, maintenance is happening, and then there's the patch notes, and all I read are like arrows that are going up, buffs left and right. That I'm just like, hold on, where are the negatives here? Where I want to see stocks going down. I'm not trying to see everybody get the lottery right now. And I'm reading everything and every single change, and I'm explaining it to our friend. Like, nothing about this is good. Like, I'm one to be like, a devil's advocate, like an optimistic, but I'm reading these patch notes and I'm understanding how these characters are playing, and I'm seeing everything, like, it made everything amplified. And that's what I was scared about. I'm like, I'm playing this game to try to hope it gets better down the line, where it feels like fair playing field, nothing feels over dramatic or over tuned to where like I'm fighting for my life. And that's what happened. Literally everything in this game was like the knob broke on the 100 and went further. I'm like, okay.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I loved that. Like, okay, I don't love it for the community because I don't wish that on anybody's game. But like, you guys were outside shivering cold, barrels of flame when that patch was going on. People were like, if you wasn't playing Jack or Jen or Lars, you wasn't eating no Salisbury steak because you was getting just destroyed. Like, everyone was getting destroyed by these characters, and I was like, is it really that bad? And then I just saw it everywhere, and
it was bad, dude.
Oh bad. No! And okay, so like going into that, so Tekken 8 obviously being the most offensive Tekken has been ever, and you've come from even Tekken 6. Like, you've talked about you've played competitive Tekken 7 and Tekken Tag 2, but you've played Tekken 6 as well. Probably even other Tekkens prior to that. So
yeah, I played them all.
What is going on with the heat system? I play Tekken. Like, I play it like very casually, but like try hard casually, if that makes any sense. Yeah. And I'm playing it, I'm like, man, it's definitely like scary, but like I don't think I've hit the level of where people are using it to the point where it's frustrating. Or is it just frustrating to lose to heat?
I think in this game, like, now it's not necessarily like end all be all kind of thing. It is, but like before, because like a lot of situations where back in the day where like if you block these and like when you were close to a wall and you blocked this move, the opponent was plus 17 because they used to make you do like a wall crumple. It was like a wall stun. So like I said, they're toning it down. So now it's just like a little extra like boost. They're not egregious numbers of being plus. So I think some stuff still needs to be toned down a lot. But before, it was just like you saw someone in heat that like they're gonna have a move that's gonna be super plus on block, and I'm stuck in this mix. I'm like, what do I do? And that was the issue. There's too many, rolling the dice right here.
Too much force guessing, and then it could lead to big damage. So okay, that definitely can be frustrating.
And the other messed up thing was like you're trying to read someone activating heat, because now, like I said, this game is like enforcing like a decision making where like, all right, you're either outplaying them in neutral or you're beating them in a lot of pokes, and they're like, I need you to get off me. I need to start my offense now, so I'm gonna pop heat. So you used to be able to, bait it, you used to not be able to bait it, because even if you stepped, it would track. You backdash, it would hit like range like 2.5 almost. And I was like, dude, like I'm backdashing away, and it's still like, boom, I got hit, and now I'm in their face. Now I'm blocking. They fixed the sidestepping. I think it's better to sidestep it now, but still, like I'm backdashing my ass off, and I still get clipped, and I want to punch a hole in my screen, because now I'm stuck. Now I have to eat a damn mix right now. I'm just like, great. fucking character.
Into wall splat, into continued combo. Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely some fun times.
I think a lot of people are like either suggesting like either keep toning it down more or make it something that you're like earning over time, like almost like as much as like I think people don't want it to be like a meter sources type of game. If people's heats are really this powerful, to have access to it every round, no one's afraid to like activate it right away. No one's afraid to just like, you know, pop it at any moment's notice just to get the games, just to get their ball rolling. You know.
Can I suggest a mechanic buff or mechanic change to the heat system, like imaginary buff nerf? Let's say the heat bar starts at like 50. So every round you always have it, but it's like 50%. And the more you get hit, it fills up to full. And then if you decide to use it, if it's full, you're already at like maybe half health or something. Or if you want to just pop it at the beginning, you only get like half the bar's worth, or you get like one interaction or something like that. And then it's just gone for the round. However you decide to use it, but once it's gone, it's gone.
That might be like a smarter push for it. 'Cause I was like thinking like, well, anyone could have access to it regardless if they're getting their ass beat. Like that's the thing that we're trying to avoid. But if you're saying like at like 50%, and then like if they activate it right then and there, it's not as full as it should be.
Right.
You know,
It's already full. Yeah, because it's already full now. Like I'm talking like, so what it is now is what you'll get for being at 50%. And if at the start of the round the bar is like at half, and if you want to just round start pop it, you can. But you're only gonna have like one interaction or half the bar's worth of time to do whatever you want to do round start, and then now you're done for the round until the next round.
Okay, I see that. I see.
I think, yo, Tech and Devs, Harada, talk to me, bro. I come there tomorrow. I drop my whole bank account, come to Japan, bro. Help y'all out.
What they need to fix now is the next set of batches, which is stop giving moves, keep regame, because I'm getting hit by a move that uses heat, and then it still gives them heat back. I was like, what's the purpose?
Don't worry.
Makes them feel like they have an infinite health bar. If it's also cheap, because Kazuya can do that, like his health sweep into the heaven's door, that gives him heat if it hits, you know, if it lands. So like there's like some moves that still do that. His down back 1-2, if it lands, it gives him heat back while he's in heat, and you're just like, dude, people do not need moves to keep giving them heat.
I'm telling you, once they implement. Just Harada needs to implement my patch, and the Tekken will be saved. People won't hate it as much. I'm telling you. That's all they gotta do. Quick segue. How do you feel about Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 5, and Street Fighter 6? And I know Street Fighter 4 you didn't play necessarily competitively, but you weren't bad.
That game was hard as fuck. I don't care. That game made me feel stupid sometimes playing people. That game made you feel dumb. I tried so hard. I'm thinking I have footsies. I don't have footsies in that game. And then when I do, I drop the combo. It just felt like everything was so frame tight for me. I hated it. I'm like, I really have to plink just to get this damn combo to work. Like, you know, no visual hit confirms, no nothing. Like, at least I knew, like, oh, if I do stand light kick and counter it, crouch medium, like, sometimes that shit would easily work out for, like, other fighting games. Like, it was easy. This one, like, I had my fun with Evil Ryu, but some of those characters, too, were just all annoying.
Oh,
man. Like, that game, I'll give it its flowers, but some of the unblockable stuff, some of the 50-50s, not understanding focus attack and focus canceling, like
option selects. Oh,
that too.
Man, that game, in my opinion, is right up there with Marvel 3 and Melee. I think it is the best Street Fighter. It is like Mozart, brother. So, but yeah, all right. Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter 5. I'll give it its flowers for like. I thought that was the coolest looking Ken. I don't care. Like the Under Armour shirt with the gi like flowing, and then his combo routes were sick.
Street Fighter 6.
I think it's really good. That game is, but also again, like I was saying, Street Fighter 4 was hard. Street Fighter 6 is also really hard. I couldn't. That was the one. This is when I was starting to realize that like I couldn't juggle multiple games, because the main thing was like I understood like some characters were like really overtuned, like that were hard to fight. But then again, I was also playing Jamie. I'm not trying to downplay or anything too, but like a lot of stuff like
the character was definitely whack. He was definitely whack.
Yeah, but I think also just like dealing with Drive Rush, But now I think they're fixing it slowly. Perfect parries. They're all fixing that stuff that is like little quality of life stuff that's making it more tolerable to make that game enjoyable. And I think I really enjoy watching good Street Fighter 6.
There's I said one thing, but I guess it's two.
Yeah.
Well, we already know season 2 is pretty much Armor King and brand new character, which I'm gonna assume is Devil Reina for the story, but like no spoilers.
So?
I think
I
so.
don't think so.
I think so. I think they're really milking the cow when they say new character. I think she's gonna be new. I think she's not gonna just be Reina with a laser beam. I think she's gonna be like different, but I think she's gonna be just Devil Reina, and they're gonna be like, hey guys, look, it's new. And we're gonna be like, I guess, because it's like they gotta push the story. Anybody you want to see in season 3 in particular? That's question 1, and then I'll wait for
The only character I want to see back is actually Miguel. I actually want that character back.
Really? No Bob? No,
No.
Who else did you play?
Nope.
You
No
played...
Bob. I never played Bob.
I'm
In
trying
my
to think.
life.
Oh, well, no, that was Bo that played Bob.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Well,
you're putting words. I do not want any of Bo's. As much as I love Bo, don't get me wrong. Bob does not to be come back. Like, if anything, he gets a like Bob is like probably like a fair one maybe if anything too. But Bardock doesn't need to come back. Bardock doesn't have to come back. He doesn't.
Bob, Lay, and then
I think
Jim
Lay
and then Jim Pachi season 4.
No.
Season 3. And then second question. So if we play the first of 2 right now, what do you think the score would be?
2-0 me.
2-0 you rounds?
Um,
Double no round brown?
I think the first one would probably you should probably still get like 1 off of me.
So if
Like
I told
one
you
round.
so if I told you to boot up checker right now and otherwise you big push, you not gonna do it?
So you want me to boot up right now?
I want you to boot up right now, otherwise big push?
Okay.
Question mark?
Yeah, I'm not gonna back down.
I'm going
you.
to make sure that I'm getting that ass.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to try so very fucking hard. I don't give a fuck how much you play this game. I still got fucking an idea how to move around the screen. God damn it. I want to make sure
Okay.
you understand that. So I was like, I didn't know which ones to buy, so I'm just still saving them. Oh, it's time. Oh no, it's okay.
Alright, good block.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Okay, fine. Okay, he knows. He knows. Oh, okay, I gotta hit double back. Oh. Nice sidestep. I thought this game sidestep didn't work.
It definitely works now.
Hold on. Oh, wait. By the way, it's first to 3. I said first to 2, but I lied.
Everybody gets one, right? That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah. No, I just needed that warm up. Oh, look at that. Oh god, I forgot. This guy he's ready. Oh, look at this. Wait. Oh. Ooh.
What?
Oh, I wanted it, and then he went for the freaking 4-4-3. Oh.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna get it. Yep, come here.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what? Come on. No.
Oh, nice block.
God, I want to do that so bad. See, I hate that you know that. I guess.
Gotta keep you honest.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go.
I'm gonna stand block. Oh, cross block was too late. It was a little too late. I'm okay.
I need you to get up, sir.
Oh, the legs. Hey, I'm chilling, bro. Oh, wow. Plus. He's standing here. Oh, them legs are mine. Oh, my goodness. Caught him like that? Okay, now it's my turn, Jaime. Let me tell you how to play Tekken. Let me come here. Acting like you. Oh, you gonna break those? You got those? Come here. You're not leaving. You're not leaving. Oh, I just needed to block. Now I need to block high. That's it. I was ready, but I wasn't ready. Oh, let's go. The wall saved me, I think. Yes. Let me get that. I need the plus frames. I need the dome. Pause. Oh my goodness! I should have launched them. I need you to get up. I need you. I'm about to, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, I just need to. Oh, I should not have done it. Oh, I'm sorry, Jaime. Please, I should have wall rising 3. I'm like, I know, but I'm like so fucking. Oh, no. I learned this online. Oh, he knows. He knew. He baited me. He said, dummy. Everyone online does that. Oh. I gotta do it. You're right. You're right. Oh, delay electric because I was gonna wall rising that ass. No. I need to do it. I need to do it. Please. Okay. It's my time to shine. I need one interaction. I need one interaction. Tekken Harada, please. Let me guess right. Oh my god, Harada. Harada! Oh my god, why did you give him the ability to tech that? Oh my god. That's why it's first to 3, baby.
Nice.
Oof. Oh. Okay. Oh, you're right. Oh, I hate that. It's definitely an overhead. It's definitely a mid. Footsies. Oh, he got the perfect on me? Yeah. I take back what I said. Oh, look at the duck. Oh my goodness, I'm still in the corner though. The patience. I need to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Help.
You're dead.
Help. No, I'm not. Oh. Honestly, I needed Harada to be in my corner. He wasn't in my corner that one game. And then the last game was just a wash. So, yeah, I'm going to have to hold that chill. But, nah, that was fun, my brother. Is there anything... Let me bring it back to this camera real quick. With that being said, I'm going to have to hold that L. I think I'm going to have to show Jaime what it's like to play a Mishima myself. Maybe I'll learn Heihachi and then smoke him with that. But we'll see. Jaime, is there anything you want to say to the people? Is there any shout outs you want to give out? And please drop your socials, my bro. Give me all the socials. Give me all the ads.
I mean, the main social you can find me on if I'm ever posting anything for real is on Twitter, aka originally now is x.com. So it's at HIGHMAY. So everything's together, lowercase _ KOF. KOTF.
KOTF.
Yeah. I do stream too occasionally. Just search HIGHMAY. Believe it. That's my Twitch tag. As you can see, I'm an L streamer. I don't really stream often, so I don't really show anything.
But still, still social support, you know.
Yeah, if you can,
Show
if you want to see some good electrics, and if I do happen to stream, that's what you'll get to see. Me getting upsetty spaghetti sometimes with ranked. Somebody's cooking me. Sometimes it's Harada just saying 3-frame rollback, and every match I play is 3 plus 4 rollback frames. So I don't know if it's a me thing or just in general.
I think it's a Harada thing, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna tell him and Michael Murray to get their shit together. But we're gonna close out there. Jaime, thank you for your time, my boy, and I will see you at another event. Maybe I'll catch y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna sneak up one day and just pull up, But all right, bro. Yeah. Catch you in the next one.
All right.